Did you know that unknowingly 90% of the people watching this, will fall for this number one scam every time? There are a lot of different types of car repair scams. You've got stories about repairs done at an expensive price, where the customer finds the repair solved nothing a couple days later. Then there are the oil change scams out there, or phantom repairs being done to your vehicle. I'm not going to delve into all those topics today. There's an abundance of videos out there covering these topics, and solving them is much more complex than what I'm about to share in this video. I'm going to share something so basic that you could avoid 80% of the extra costs if you put 20% of the work up front. And that is, 90% of you don't ask for a quote in writing when you go to the repair shop. That's right, a simple piece of paper that makes the difference between paying a fair price to being ripped off over hundreds of dollars. How does the scam work? Basically, the mechanic avoids giving you a price in writing only until the job is complete. Sounds legit, right? It's like paying for your meal after you've ate at a dine-in restaurant. You pay for everything after everything is done. Except in the automotive world, things work a bit differently. You actually want the price in writing up front before handing over your keys. Mechanics know that most people won't ask for a quote in writing, and they'll tell you to pick up the vehicle when it's done. Once you've agreed, you fell for the scam. Now when you go back, you've got a higher bill to pay than originally agreed to earlier. This happens all the time. Let's look at some examples here. Here are some Google reviews of different mechanic shops in North America. Here in Vancouver, British Columbia, we look at a shop that has 69 reviews, and we can see a complaint about a simple oil change that came out to $250. So apparently the mechanic had to repair a strip bolt for the customer, which meant extra labor being charged. Since this customer had no quote in writing, he had no other choice but to pay the extra fee on his final bill. But had he had the quote in writing, it would have locked him into the price for only a simple oil change. But since he didn't take the time to get that in writing, he has no proof to show auto regulators to claim his money back. This is a fight the customer will not likely win, but he is able to leave a 1-star rating. The next example is in Montana, United States. Customer went to the shop that has 24 reviews and left a 1-star rating. This person got a verbal agreement over the phone about a car inspection. He was told he wouldn't be charged anything, but ended up paying $110 when the bill showed up. Another example of neglecting to get the quote in writing, which would have protected him from paying the $110. The last example is in Florida. Man is complaining that his son overpaid $400 what was quoted for an emergency radiator repair. Again, it's clear that the son didn't get the quote in writing, so he ended up paying about $1,400 for a shoddy repair. Even the dad mentions he's an AC and refrigeration contractor, and that people should be getting their quotes in writing. That's how important this small piece of paper is. So how does a quote in writing work? Here's a quick snapshot of what it would look like with my own example. There is the quote I received before handing the keys to the shop for a wheel alignment. All I had to do was ask for a copy of the quote. And as a reliable shop, they gave me one, no questions asked. Then, here's the final bill after the wheel alignment was done. The final bill matches the quote. The final bill cannot deviate more than 10% from the quote in writing. Because I have both quote and final bill, I can lock in the price from the quote in writing, which I was happy to pay as we agreed to. All checks out. But before going to Canadian Tire, I went to OK Tire. OK Tire would not give me a quote in writing for the wheel alignment I needed. I got a whole spiel about how they couldn't do it and the runaround explanation as to why I could not get my own quote in writing. So I made things simple. I took my keys and left the shop. So instead of being handed only the final bill in writing the next time, be sure to get that important document called the quote in writing. It'll save you 80% of the extra trouble and costs by doing 20% of the work up front. And if you want to learn how to cut car costs by 70% every year, make sure to click the link below to sign up for a free email newsletter. You'll get the 7 ways that you can use to cut your car costs by 70% every year. That's 100% free, so check that out. Link is below. I hope this helped.
Automotive for Beginners.